Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone, for the just a little relax and chat on Christmas. I hope everyone had a great day. Oops, let me come back here. Okay. I'm going to pop this down. The comments. Okay. And there we go. Okay. All right. I think we're all set. I hope everyone's keeping warm. And everyone had a good day, a good time with family or friends or whoever you chose to spend it. I'm working on this project here for my, I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 necklaces. I think, well, 7. One I threw in the trash because it was just, it was like those, it was beads. It was like a little kid's necklace that was on that plastered lanyard stuff. So, nothing significant enough to save. So, hi, Angela. Welcome in. Welcome in. I did. It was very relaxing. So, I actually didn't even go to bed at all last night. Over Black Friday, I took advantage of this sale that was going on, and it was like you get Hulu and Disney Plus for $4.99 a month. And I was like, okay, that's a pretty good deal. And then I was seeing where, well, that's really pretty, kind of sparkly. If you have those two, you could add on HBO Max for $2.99. So I talked with Lou about it, and we were like, yeah, because that's where all the DC stuff is. So we added that. Well, I never added those to my TV. We kind of just put them on Lou's TV and signed in there. So I did, and then I got sucked into the Gilded Age, and I stayed up all night watching that. It was really suck you in kind of show. Hi, Gina. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you had a great day. So I turned it off for Johnny's show this morning, and then after Johnny's show, I went to bed, and then I got up about 1 or 2, I think, and we just kind of hung out and relaxed, and we watched the new Superman movie, the one that James Gunn did. Lou actually saw that in the theaters, and so because we're Amazon Prime members, they'll give you early access to it. So I know it was like supposed to come out on a Friday, but if you purchase, we had the opportunity to get tickets to go in like the Tuesday before that. So I bought the tickets, and that was him and his grandfather went, and they went and saw that early. So I'm not much of a theater person anymore. Are you guys? Do you go to the movie theaters at all? I just find that I'm more comfortable being at home, and if you want to get a snack, you get a snack, and it's not going to cost you half of your mortgage. And if you, oh, this was pretty. I didn't show this one. It's really pretty. And if you have to go to the bathroom, you could pause the movie. Yeah, I haven't been to a movie since before 2020. So, and Lou and I used to love to go, oh, I think you could put like a charm. Like just put one slid over here and then have a multi-strand. That's kind of neat. We used to love to go, but now it's almost $20 just for one ticket. And it's, you know, let's not even get into the cost of snacks. So I'll stick with the streaming. And I always say too, if we're going to watch it, I'm like, nope, when it first comes out on streaming and it's like $20, that's still kind of a bargain, especially if you have like a family, because then you're basically paying about one ticket to go to see it, you know, as a person would. But nope, I'm too cheap. I wait until it's at like $5.99 or $6.99. and then I'll watch it. Then we'll rent it. Or sometimes if you like delay your purchase on Amazon, they'll give you like digital rewards. So they'll give you like a couple of dollars if you save them up. They'll go you can get a discount on watching them. That's what we used to do. But now that I have the Amazon credit card, they just give me 8% back instead of the regular, I don't know, what is it, 3 or 4% back if I delay it. So, did you guys have fun with your families? What did you do today? Did you guys have to cook, or did you go somewhere where somebody was cooking for you? This one. Ooh, look at this. Yep. I think this is just a wire. Anaconda. Yeah, that does look pretty funny. I like the concept of it. It was, yeah, I think, so here's the movie I'm going to go see. And this is the movie that's going to be back in the movie theater, is I'm going to see The Mandalorian. I can't not see it. Okay, look at this. So here's the jewelry, right? And then you follow the wire. It's just this. It doesn't even have a clip on it. It's like they twisty tied it like it was a bread tie. All right. So that's free. Oh, wait, what's this? That's snagged there. Come on, get out. Uh-oh. There we go. Ooh. It's like it's... Oh, there we go. Yeah. Well, the beads are really pretty. I like in the end, you got the little seahorse there, but this is not cool. This needs to be on like a real... You need like a jewelry maker to fix this. And this actually looks like it's a clip-on charm. But they threaded it through the loop. That's weird. Okay. Your daughter-in-law cooked today. So now what did she cook? Do you guys do... Because I know most people do a turkey for Thanksgiving. And in my family, like when I was younger, they always did ham at Easter. But then they also did a turkey for Christmas. But I know some people will do like a roast, or they'll do, you know, if Ebenezer Scrooge is to be believed, they have a goose at Christmas. Oh, wait. Oh, Merry Christmas, Kevin. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. We're just having a little relax and chat tonight. Oh, this is really tangled. Okay. All right. Did you have a good Christmas, Kevin? On Reddit. Oh, I'm going to be Reddit famous. I didn't know you could share it on Reddit. Usually I share a post like on YouTube. When I share people out, it says create a post. Beef, brisket, ham, and sweet potatoes and green beans. Ooh, I haven't had sweet potatoes in a minute. You know what I haven't had in a long time is sweet potato pie. That's like, I don't think that's as common up here, up in the north, as it is in the south. Or maybe it is. I mean, could be wrong. Oh, okay. So, oh, this one's broken. Yeah. Let's see. See this end? It has the two here, and then these two ribbons. Well, it only has the two ribbons here. The strings have broken. All right, we'll toss that one. I don't think that could be saved for anything. Let's see. I kind of miss when I was a kid. We went to oh yes, it is. Yeah, when I was a kid, it was always like a big to do. We always went to my grandparents' house, and the aunts and uncles are there, and the cousins were there, and but we just it's just Lou and I now, so we don't get to do that. But and I always feel guilty about it, but he just says I shouldn't because he's not really a big holiday. He didn't even, I was teasing him one day because I was like, you don't even know how hard it is to me, because when I find like cool stuff that I know he's going to like, or I know that he's going to think is cool, I want to like give it to him right away. And I said, you know how hard it is for me to hold this back until Christmas? I was teasing him, but he's just, he just said, I'm not really a holiday person. I don't care about presents. So everything that I had gotten so far, I was like, all right, well, here, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. But, yeah, so we didn't really do presents this year. Although I do have those, couple other things I got some of these, a couple of fossils from Denise for him, but they might be here. I have like 7 boxes to open. It's kind of crazy. But okay, this one. This one's a bit of a challenge here. See, anyone can put together like a puzzle, a picture of something and a little puzzle, but this is like a puzzle on its own. This is a different kind of puzzle. So I like these. I find them, it's just fun. It's a different kind of fun, I guess. Let's see. Okay, this is going to come through here. And then it's going to come through here. I know, I wish I could play. I will say the one thing I like about doing Whatnot over YouTube is that I can play music on Whatnot, and there's no like copyright infringement or anything. So I just tell my Alexa, we call the little lady when we don't want to, use the wake word, but so I just tell the little lady, I would pick different music to play. I'd be like, play 80s rock, play 80s country, or play Bruce Springsteen, something like that. And then you have music going while you're. But the other thing is it's a little different too, because on YouTube it's easier to talk because I know that my video, my live, someone can watch it afterwards. Whereas on Whatnot, if there's no one in the room, it's kind of weird to talk because no one's going to see it later. It's not. The only time there's a recording is if there is a purchase, because you get video receipts. But so it's kind of weird to talk when there's no one in the room. So that's why I like having the music on, because then there's a little bit of background noise. So you don't feel so alone. But, okay, what do we got? Oh, there we go. 3, got it. Okay. So now the question is, how tangled is this tangled within itself? Yeah. That's kind of... I can't... Now, does anyone have plans for New Year's Eve? Do you go out or do you stay in? And do you stay up until midnight? Or are you just like, I'm going to go to bed my regular time, no big deal? We, when I was younger, I used to go out for New Year's Eve with friends and stuff, but, oh, look at that. That wasn't so bad to get it done. It's orange. Should I send it to to Karen? but see, it's still kind of tangled up here. It's all mixed, but it's flat here. I don't know. I can never get those. But there's another one. Okay. Now let's look at this here. Oh, another one. Looks like maybe there should be something on the end here. There's no... Oh, and maybe something here, because that's a jump ring. Interesting. And then there's also a zipper in the middle of it. Oh, the orange one? Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Robin. How are you? Do you have a good Christmas? Yeah, now I just stay in. Lou and I sometimes we'll game, and then when it's midnight, we say Happy New Year, and then we go back to gaming. But, you know, or sometimes he's up, you know, in his game room watching TV, and I'm downstairs watching TV. Kind of, we don't really do the crazy holiday stuff. When it's just the two of you, it's kind of hard to do stuff. So, all right, I think I'm just going to cut this thread. Oh, well, today I've had a Pop-Tart so far. I'm just going to cut this. I don't even know what's on it. Oh, fake handcuffs, yeah. Let's do that. That will help with the tingling. So, and then the other thing too that happens is the 27th is actually Lou's birthday. So, and this year he turns 21. I want to do something fun for him, but he's just like, it's just another day. I don't need anything for me. So, I don't know. I was thinking of getting some different kinds of whiskey for him to try, because he always wanted to try whiskey. Oh, this is really tangled. So I was thinking of, like, I have Jameson already, but I've had that bottle forever. Who knows if it's still good? But just like an Irish whiskey and a Scotch whiskey and, you know, that kind of thing, and see, you know, just let him try the different whiskeys and see what he likes. So, well, let's see here. Okay, this one. Okay. All right, I'm just going to do this. Here we go. Get that all out. Do you guys have a, hi Simone, welcome in. Do you guys have a show that you're watching now? I don't generally watch like too much, but you know what happens is you see those shorts on YouTube where it's like clips of shows, and that's what got me interested in watching The Gilded Age. But also when I was looking at the intro of it, Julian Fellows was involved with it, and he did Downton Abbey, and I love Downton Abbey. So I figure, okay, this is going to be good. But of course, it's not on PBS like Downton Abbey was, so I'm just a little nervous at how inappropriate it might get. But there's the other one. That's the trash there. That's just a piece of, I don't think that could be made into anything. The trash. Okay. Here's one. The Christmas Story. You know what? We usually watch Elf. We didn't this year though, because we were watching all the superhero stuff. I've never seen, I know, I think, was it Jen, she had said that, every year they watch It's a Wonderful Life and Christmas Story. No, it was the National Lampoons and, Christmas Story, I think is the one she was saying that she watches. And I was like, I haven't seen either of those. I mean, I've seen clips and stuff of them, but, I've never seen the whole movie of either of them. I know that's the whole thing of like, don't lick it or your tongue's going to freeze to it, and he licks it. A&H China. But, and he got the, what's the name of that, of the rifle, and he's like, you'll shoot someone's eye out. Okay. So I was going through actually my Christmas stuff a few weeks ago, and I knew I had them. I just didn't know what I did with them. Well, I found them was all of the cookie cutters that were my grandmother's. I used to help her many, many, many years to make. She made so many different kinds of Christmas cookies, and I used to help her bake them. And I said, but I don't do that anymore. Ooh. This is really a thing. But you know what? Like, this is supposed to be a necklace. Or maybe not, because it's got a keychain here. Or if you put like a lanyard. But that can't be comfortable around your neck. It's a zipper. Yeah. Oh, you know what I love is those original, like the Island of Misfit Toys and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and all of those ones. Those, I forget what kind of, is it animatronic is what it's called, but it's like the puppets or something. I forget what specifically type of movie it is, and I have all those on DVDs, so I can watch them anytime I want. But those are really good too. And then when I was little, I had Disney did a Mickey's Christmas Carol, and I had that, and I had it on VHS, and I used to watch that too. That was always a good one. So that is a bead, but it looks like a nut or like a seed. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, they look like seeds. I may be making this worse. Oh, that's just a hair elastic. Cut that out. Do you have a favorite genre or like type of movie that you like to watch? Yeah, but I like doing this. I find it fun. You just get in the zone and you start undoing it. It's a puzzle. It's like a brain teaser. Except sometimes I make it worse for moving it around. I've never done one this big before, I'll be honest. But I know one time I got one for Margin. It was a smaller one, and I was done with it in like 20 minutes. And I was going to tease her and be like, I was very disappointed in that jewelry jangle you sent me. I was done in 20 minutes. The next time, make it harder. Well, I didn't even have to tell her that. The next one I got from her was this one, and this is definitely a challenge. Let's see here. This is, yeah, that's, I don't think that's anything special. Probably it looks like something was here. It should be linked. But there's no charms on it or anything. Here's one. Let's see. Oh, I think these are wood. Oh no. These are either, I think these ones are wood. They look kind of wood, huh? Baby powder helps. Interesting. I wonder how the baby powder helps. You know what was a trick that Becky taught me from Becky's Vintage and More was I had this piece and I couldn't make out it was a pottery piece. It was, the artist put their signature in it. Could not make it out at all. And so Becky was like, if you put like some flour or even, cornstarch, even baby powder would work. And then, so put that on it and then brush it off. The flour stays in the groove of it, and it totally worked. I still can't make out what the name is, but at least you can see it clearer now. I might be making this worse. Oh, wait. hold on. I can do this. Oops, wait a minute now. Okay. And this free, and now I can just pull this end through, can't I? Let's see. Yes. Yeah, that's, I mean, you just get in the zone and you just start working and give your brain some exercise. Instead of making it think about the next bidding increment that you want to do. Okay, here's this. Ooh, that was a little sharp. It's really tangled in right here. Okay, so next Thursday, I won't be on because that is when Trisha has her members sale, but then I'll be back the following Thursday, but that'll be, you know, just a regular sale. I didn't want to do a sale on Christmas, but thought it'd be nice. People wanted to have a place to come and chat and relax. Maybe they had a hectic day with the family. Or you need a little escape from family. Or maybe you were by yourself and you wanted someone to chat with. Oh, this necklace is much longer. Okay. So, not as easily done as I thought this one was going to be. Where's the, here we go. So, and do you guys feel, I know a lot of people feel like that week between Christmas and New Year's, it's always like, what day is it? What am I doing? Because it's just such a weird limbo to have a holiday and then a holiday again a week later. So I can see how some people get that kind of weird limbo effect. When I used to work, it wasn't because like a regular year-round job, but when I'm in my off season. And do you guys go, all right, so if you have returns or exchanges to make, do you go the next day? Like, are you going tomorrow to do returns exchanges, or you're like, I'll wait a couple weeks till the, you know, fizzle dies down? I got my mother something off of Amazon, so if that has to be returned, that's a pretty easy one because I'll just choose to do it at the UPS store where I know it won't be crazy. And the other thing I got her was alcohol, so she won't return that. She'll use that. I got her. I found that if you watched Cajun Johnny, his morning show, he showed this picture from when he was in Hawaii. Their Crown Royale came out with this chocolate flavored one. So I went on the hunt for it and I found it. So I picked some because my mother drinks that and she likes chocolate. So I was like, ooh. And then I got her this one it's called Chambordi. It comes in like a round, like a globe, and it's like black raspberry flavored liqueur. So she likes that. Let's see here. Now, oops, that one's up in the middle there. Okay, I think I almost put this one out. Well, yes, I ended up sending him a text and I asked him if he had found it because I was talking to the guy at the guy who owns the store because I went to like 6 or 7 different stores and before I found it. Some hadn't heard of it and some just didn't have it. They were out of stock. So the place I found it, the guy was telling me that he had someone else, like a regular customer of his, ask for it. And so he ordered it and he ordered 2 cases. And the supplier said, no, only 1 case was allowed per store. So instead of emailing Johnny, I texted him so he would get it right away. And I said, just so you know, if you haven't found it, you might, go look because it could be gone soon. So, but he was saying that when he was in Hawaii, there was like a big display with multiple cases at the Walmart, which is where he saw it. And so, I was like, that's weird. Because the other thing was they said it was like a special flavor. They made it limited edition just for the holiday season. So, so I wanted to let him know, right away. But he was saying that there was like a big display of them in like several cases at the Walmart. And I was like, But I said maybe the Walmart was allowed to buy more because they're like a big store. They're not like a small, a small town, and plus Walmart has that Walmart money. So, yeah, so the thought was maybe that was it, but hold on. Oh, shoot, don't tangle. Yay, got that one out. That one's kind of fun with the wood and the metal. That one's pretty. But it has, if you could replace that one and this one, this would be really cute. Because it's not cold. That's definitely plastic or acrylic. Oh! So, that's funny. Oh, I've seen videos where they put their phone down. Oh, I thought that was a middle finger, but it's a unicorn. Oops. That's a fun bracelet. Where they put the phone down and there's like a little mouse moving across the screen and the cats are like, they pounce on it. I've seen that. Okay, let's do. There we go. All right, that one's free. I feel like you could clean the chain up and it'll look nice. But you would have to replace this and this. Otherwise, the other ones are fine. Yeah, that's what I thought too, is a little unicorn. Glad I'm not the only one that saw that. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, and I have to, oh yeah, geez. So when I'm done with this live, I've got to email Johnny. See, here's the one. It is supposed to be a necklace. But why would you want a plastic zipper as a necklace? That's funny. Like you put your, your ID like a lanyard, or maybe it is for keychains. I don't know. Just looks very uncomfortable as a necklace. Oh, so but as I was saying, when I'm done here, I've got to email Johnny because I get if someone buys something from my shop and whatnot, I'll get an email. So I'll have to email him because someone bought something last night. I know. I wish I could do a shop on YouTube, but that's just if you have like merchandise. I'm not that famous. Okay. There's so many here. That's the end though, so where's the necklace part? Oh, look at this big knot here. I feel like I'm just making this worse here, but do you guys go around and look at different Christmas light displays? I used to do that when I was little. And we took Lou when he was little too. He liked it, but he doesn't like it anymore. There's actually one. There's a really, really nice one. There's two really nice ones in my town. And one is actually close to my house where almost like the whole street participates because they all have these different setups and they all kind of match together. And it's really nice. It's like the same every year, but it's like one of those things that's comforting that you see it every year and you think, oh, I'm so glad this is still going on because, even if houses have changed ownership. Families have sold and moved out, but I think they leave them behind. And then the new families have kept the tradition going, which is really nice. And then the other one is at this, I'm not sure what religion it is, but it is a religious building. But on the grounds, they have this grounds that you can walk on. It's called, so it's a Fatima shrine, if that signifies any religion. But they do it up really beautifully at Christmas time, and you can go at night and you can walk around, and then they'll have the building open. You can go in and purchase some cocoa, and sometimes they'll have crafts and things for sale. So it's like a fundraiser for them. So, all right. So I got this open or loose, but there's no So I think maybe this needs a jump ring. It clips on here. And then it's just a necklace. There's no... Laugh cat? Lag hook? I don't know. I don't know of any brand like that, but cute little mermaid. Hi, Angie. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're having a little chat. We're not in a Walmart parking lot, though. So, I would have never thought to be at a store waiting and just popped on, because I would think, because you're using you're not on wireless, you're on like your what is it called, your fork or whatever it is. I can't think of what it's called. Not the wireless, but that you were using that it wouldn't work, like you wouldn't have enough, not you specifically, but just phones in general. But I guess they work, so I'm really impressed. Oh boy. Okay. I've really gotten this tangled. Oh, that's really pretty. Look at that. The little pearls and the... Although I think it's broken, because there's the end. It doesn't have a clip. That's too bad. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it did break. Oops. Where'd it go? I don't know if you can see that little T-shaped? The little T coming out of there? I don't know how that would go together, but that's really pretty. I like that kind of zigzag with the pearl. Maybe somebody artsy craftsy can... It is a challenge. Yeah, I like it. It's a different kind of puzzle. Did you have a good Christmas, Angie? You were there when the grandkids woke up, right? Because they wanted you there for the grandkids to wake up. How now? Did the grandkids know you were going to be there, or was that a surprise to them? And how'd it go? Were they excited for you to be there? Because I imagine you don't go every Christmas or every Christmas Eve. Oh, see, this is just like tied in a knot. That's going to be quite the challenge there. Okay. Okay, all right. There's one side to this one. Oh, how nice. Okay. Okay, hold on. Oh, I think this one's almost. You think should jingle jangle it a bit. Okay, okay. Let's go. Got that one. I think. All right, let me clip this together. Oh, it's missing the oh, this. See, it broke off of from there. So let me just clip this. I'm not a jewelry repair person, but I can stick that in there. Yeah, I remember Lou's first Christmas. I got him so much stuff. They thought they were gonna have to put an extension on the house. They're like, where are you gonna put it? I'm like, I don't know. I just was really excited. So this is definitely missing something on this little dangle, but that's kind of fun. And this is like a really pretty gray lilac. And you've got these pieces. So that's a fun piece. That just needs a little bit of repair. I should take all the ones that need repair and send them to Randy. Give her something to do. She doesn't have enough jewelry to take care of. I know when she does when she's on and she's doing, and you look behind her and you see all the boxes and stuff like that, I wonder, are those all filled with jewelry? But they could be. I think she has a lot of stories from when she was a kid, and like her parents would just travel to all these different countries. I think she's but I think she went with them. And she's just a very well-traveled woman, and she's been a lot of places, and she probably has a lot of like, souvenirs and stuff from all those trips, which is really cool. Because not a lot of people, are lucky enough to have that. So I wonder, so then my other thought is that all her souvenirs from all her trips? But I like watching her, like she'll show a piece of jewelry and say, well, if no one gets this, I'm going to turn it into this. And she's done it. There was this one necklace, it was like really, the flowers were like really kind of big, and there was multiple of them. And she's like, oh, if no one gets this, she took some of the flowers off, and she made, I think it was pair of earrings, and I think it was like a brooch or maybe a bracelet to go with it, but she just used the same one, so she turned it into a set. And it's like, see, I'm not creative like that. I wish I had creativeness in me. Okay. All right, there's string in here. And what's on the string? Oh, these little beads. Well, I might just cut this string here. Yeah, that will help. Or not. Let's see here. is a lot of string, huh? Oh, hi, John. Welcome in. Merry Christmas. 5 years old and 14 months. Oh, those are fun ages. Okay. So that is trash. Someone put some faux pearls on this string here. And there's still more string in here. Oh, another pearl. Nice and peaceful Christmas with some rain. Yeah, someone was saying that part of California got really bad rain, that it was like flooding. Is that where you are, John? I'm going to guess not, because you said it was peaceful. I feel like if it was flooding, that would not feel so peaceful. That would probably feel panicky. And had some of the freeways flood up. Oh, you were peaceful at home. Okay. Do you ever get, so we get, we get blizzards and snowstorms here and such. But we don't usually worry when there's a blizzard, because we don't, at my house particular, like where I'm staying, we don't often lose power. And usually when we have, it's come back on fairly quickly. Okay. All right, so here's this piece. So here's the end here. And you've got these are kind of a fun hammered chain. That hammered look to them. And then just regular chains. But I think I don't know where the end is. Unless, oh! Okay. So this is the end here. All right. Oh, I just put a tangle in it. Hold on one second. You worry with the rain as it causes mudslides. Yeah. When there was those big fires, was that earlier this year or last year? Like the big huge one? Was that near you at all? The one, the one where it took out all these houses, but you would see like two standing on their own because they were made of concrete or something. Okay. So these two, oops. Those two chains there, these two, need a ring to be attached here. And then that's how this closes together. That's kind of a fun one. That's kind of fun. There's another one to go to Randy. Okay, I've missed 10 comments so far. Let me see. Only mutts I like an adult drink. You know, my mother drinks those. I've never had one. I think, is it like chocolate? Lots of rain. It was sunny in the 70s here in Mississippi. High 70s in Arkansas and Oklahoma. I don't have the patience. I don't mind. It's just like, to me, it's like a puzzle. You just got to figure it out. I let Robin bid on those. Oh my gosh. So when it was, I mean, that's not like 2 miles away, so it's not super close, but even then 25 miles away, did you ever get nervous? Like, did you want to leave? Because there are some people that I guess their houses were so destroyed and they just decided they don't want to rebuild in California. So I don't know. So I feel like, and not that there's not weather, environmental, I don't know if catastrophe is the right word, but I'll say instances in other parts of the country. But I feel like there's so many in California that it's almost like Mother Nature's way of saying you shouldn't be living here. Plus, there's the San Andreas fault line, right? Doesn't that go kind of like right along the border of California? That I remember when I was in school, they used to say, you know, with a big enough earthquake that would split off and California would be an island. But also when I was in school, they told me in Mexico they don't speak Spanish, they speak Mexican, so probably don't go by that. It runs. Oh yeah. Yeah. Randy's gonna get a surprise package and be like, oh good, more work for me to do. Okay, here's okay. Well, how? Oh, I know what to do here. This way. Okay. We have a lot of fault lines. Yeah, and so actually when I was doing the schooling with Lawrence, he did a whole like unit on volcanoes and stuff. And so something that I learned, and what's funny is sometimes I would learn these things with Lou, and then I'd be like, well, did I learn that in school and just forget? Looks like you have a clock key or a key to a door. This one? Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Because it's not on like a necklace. Unless because it has a jump ring. But maybe this came detached from here. But yeah. But he was doing a unit on volcanoes, and so we learned that all of the continents and the islands and stuff, and even different places they're all on I think they were called tectonic plates, and like every year they move like half an inch or something like that, and then that is what can cause the earthquakes. But it depends on how they move. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So even now, like, you know, the continent of North America is moving a little bit. Like that's crazy to think about. there's one end. I hate that the comments aren't going down. Yeah. But I just think about how... Yep. Yeah. I just think about how different, or how not the landscape, but like, so if, because again, with what I was told in school there, California is going to become its own island, and you don't think about, okay, well then you have to build a bridge, highways are going to change. It's, yeah, it would be very different. You don't realize the impact that it can have on like the country as a whole. All right, I may have to break this one. Unless I can get that out, because it's like in the hole. Oh, how did it get in there? So the string from this one got into the loop of this one. So I have to get that out, but it's really hard. I don't want to cut it, but this is also just like plastic, so I don't know if that one's really worth trying to save. That's a good idea. Welcome in, Pity Mom. Thanks for joining us. No, I did not. Hold on. I don't think any of it glows, really. Nah. No, I don't think any of it glows. Good suggestion, though. I never would have thought of that. Oh, I wish if I could open that little loop right there, I could slide this thing out. I just don't have jewelry tools. But see, that belongs to this piece here, which is all like plastic beads. And I just don't know if that's really worth saving, because I just don't know if anyone would really wear plastic beads. That's a nice pendant that you checked first. Oh, this one? Yeah, I don't think that one glows at all. I will say, I definitely have a heart when people are like, oh, let's see if it glows. And they put the lighter and they're like, oh yeah, look at it glow. Unless it's like uranium glass or, what's the other one? Oh, the Amberina that is like really, really, really glowy. I can't tell because to me it just looks like the flashlight is shining on it. It doesn't all right, I'm cutting this. It doesn't look actually glowy to me. Green, orange. Green, orange, and pink glow. Okay. Okay. This is really getting knotted. Oh, yes. Definitely see you next week. Thank you. And thank you for stopping in. Have a good night. I'd say have a good New Year's, but I'll see you before then. So, there we go. And it's broken. So this one doesn't have that's the end of it. It doesn't have a, oops. Yeah, so something broke off there because that's kind of wide. But if that can be replaced, this is actually kind of pretty. All the different colors there. Put that to Randy's pile. All right. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Yeah, I can tell. I don't think that glows. But it's pretty, though. I think it could be on better than this cord. I think that would look better on like a chain, but... Let's see here. Oh, okay. What do we got? Does anyone here pick? I heard. So when I used to be really into like in the planning community. Like I would get my planner and I would have all the stickers so I could decorate it, and I had all the pens and the highlighters and all kinds of stuff. And I was just really into decorative planning, and I know every year a lot of the ladies that did it, they would pick like a word for the year. I never did, but I don't know. Does anyone here do that? And if you do, what was your word for 2025? And what is your word for 2026? Okay. Oh, come on. Let's sketch. This is almost untangled here. Okay. Oh, this is part of it? Okay, hold on. Interesting. Okay. So this is a multiple layer chain. I do not pick a word for the year because I'm just like, I just feel like change too much throughout the year. I can't. Maybe my words should be consistent, so I try to be more consistent. But I know one thing that I'm going to do starting next year is I purchased a chronological Bible so that you read the Bible in chronological order as opposed to the order that it is published in. And I found like a guide, I'm going to call it, like a checkbox, and it tells you which, chapters and verses to read each day so that you can get it read in a year. So my goal is to do it in the year, but the thing is I'm also a realist, and I know that things happen and things change, and I may not have the chance to sit down every single day and sit with my Bible. Would it be nice if I could? Yes, but stuff happens and life happens, and so I do it when I can. I know Lou's pretty good. He usually reads his Bible just about every day. He likes, it's a nice quiet time, and so he enjoys doing that. Okay, I may have to, what do we got going on here? Oh, that's this one. Okay. What is this chain? This is a good tangle because it's probably gonna take me, a few days to get through this. That's one of the reasons I have it on the tray, because then when I need my desk, I can just set it aside and I leave it flat how I had it. And oh, that's broken. Oof. Okay, now this. Whew. Is that. That. Oh. Interesting. Oh yeah, here's that knot. It's like they tied it in an, okay. Wait, maybe I got it here. Oh, hold on. Hi, Kathy. Welcome in. Merry Christmas. Did you have a good Christmas day? Let us know what you did for Christmas. Oh, well, it's a jewelry puzzle. It's a kind of puzzle. It's a good, Oh, have a good evening, Gina. Thank you for stopping in. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas and have a good sleep. Through your paper hoard. Oh, so do you do scrapbooking or junk journaling? Or do you just like to collect line paper because you take a lot of notes? I have a thing with buying a lot of notebooks. I don't know why I need all the notebooks that I have, but apparently I felt that I needed them. Sometimes you just see a cute notebook and you want to buy it. So I do. Okay. You try? Yeah, I don't think... See, I'm not a really creative person. So, and like, I've seen... Have you ever watched, like, Anitra, the I Spy Queen? She'll do, like, let's craft together, and she's putting together her junk journals, and I'm like, see, if I had put it together like she did, I would look at it and be like, oh, I just put a bunch of stuff together, and it's too busy, and it looks all clashy, but when I look at how she does, it's so beautiful, and in the end, when she does a flip through, it's really nice. And I'm just like, I wish I could be that talented. But I found there's this one YouTube person, and she doesn't do like junk journals. What she does is like so she'll take like a notebook that's already made, like has a cover, and she'll do something creative on the page. Like she'll turn the page into something. So kind of like a scrapbook, I guess. But that was kind of interesting, and I was like, oh, maybe I could do that. I have so many I do have some scrapbook paper, but I have so many stickers from when I used to be into the planning. I really should do like a drop sale of all the majority of it, like 98% is Happy Planner. And if you know the brand, you know how crazy expensive it is. And my stuff is like between, I would say 20, because I started getting into it in like 2017 or 2018. And I think it was 2017. But I kind of fell out of it in like, not that I really fell out of it. I ran out of ideas or time too as well. I couldn't keep up with doing it every week, and then I felt bad. Yeah, collage. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Collage. Yeah. So, but I just have all these like the sticker books and the pages and the all the bonus stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm in quite a few Happy Planner like de-stash groups on Facebook, but it's kind of a pain to... Oh, that looks like glue in there. Let's see if I can't get that. That looks like glue in there. Ugh. All this work and somebody glued it. But the other thing too is some of the stuff I have is like hard to find stuff. They're like unicorns is what they're called in the planner world. So I know I could get quite a bit more money there versus if I were to do it on versus if I were to sell it on YouTube or whatnot. But I think it's more tedious to post it on Facebook. Yeah, so this one isn't going to happen because this is glue. Somebody put glue in here. And they glued the chain and the leather. Ugh. That is a stinkeroo. Who puts glue on jewelry? I mean, honestly. Yeah, see. Yeah, that's the thing too. So one time what I did was, because I literally have a giant trunk full, like, you know, the trunks that you put at like the end of your bed, um, like that kind of thing. It's filled with it. So I said I would put together a box, like I would do, you know, say like a mystery box, and you know, whatever you tell me the amount, and you'll get. So someone says, well, $25, and I would pull $50 worth of stuff, and I would put together. I said, but give me something like, um, um, you know, give me a theme. Like if you like the animals, or if you like, um, you know, the kind of the hostessy kind of stuff, or you know, give me little clues of a theme you like, so that I could at least get something that you would like. And this one woman, I did up a box for her, and then I said, okay. I said, well, I have this box, and I sent her a picture. She's like, oh, there's more room. Can you fill it? Can you fill it up? So I filled it up, and it had over $500 worth of stuff in it. But I said, I'll just do 250, and then so I'll just do it for 250, and then you know, you'll cover the shipping. And then after that, she never got back to me, and I was so mad. I was very, very mad, because I took all that time to pull stuff out. Like I found stuff specifically in the themes that she wanted. So that got me aggravated. And then I was like, all right, I'm not going to do this anymore, because what a waste of my time that was. But also, honestly, even unfortunately on YouTube, sometimes you don't know if people are going to pay either. So I had someone, you know, just recently, they never paid their invoice, so I had to cancel their invoice. It's just, unfortunately, it is a risk you take, but the only thing I can do is say, well, I'm not going to take, you know, accept bids from them anymore. It's, you know, it's really the only thing I can do. And I still have the item. It's not, you know, I still have the item, so I can, you know, show it at a different sale, and I still have the opportunity to sell it. So I wonder if I can break this. Yeah, okay. All right, that is trash. No, okay. This is the one I really want to get out. I like this pendant. I think it needs to be on a better necklace, but I think that's so pretty. But it's like really twisted in here. I think I have to break a few others out before I can get to that one. Yeah, that's what I do on Facebook. If they do that, I block them. It's a little hard to do on YouTube, just because if it's something like if I'm a guest seller on someone else's channel, and that's where they found me, I don't know how that works on YouTube. Because if they, if I was, you know, say I was on your channel and I was a guest seller, and the person who, it's not someone who comes to my regular sales, they would still see me in the video, or I just don't know if maybe I wouldn't see their comment. I don't know how that works. Don't know how that works. So, oof. All right, let's see here. Whoa. That is the tiniest bracelet ever. Look how tiny that bracelet is. It's pretty, but it's missing a gem right there. Should we? Oh, and right there. Should we put it in the Randy pile to fix? Oh, that's kind of fun. Hmm. Well, what's funny is I had someone who I know, like, for one thing, Johnny, K John will say, if it's like if I was on his channel and someone didn't to let him know because he wants to know. But what's funny is there was one person recently that and this was months. I let it go on too long. It was months, and I finally just ended up canceling it. And when I let some other sellers know, I was like, this happened. It was kind of weird. I didn't think it would happen because there was a whole situation behind it. And they were like, well, yeah, that person, they always, they pay theirs. And then they said, well, sometimes they actually don't pay theirs. So it's, I guess, not unknown, but it was just strange because there was a situation behind it. Yeah. There's a thread in here. Somebody's embroidering. So I just feel like it's part of it. That's probably kind of the worst part. Actually, I think that's the worst. The second worst part is, for me, is after I have all the items like wrapped and then bubble wrapped and I'm ready to put them in a box, it's finding the perfect size box, because sometimes it's either too small or it's like way too big. And I mean significantly big that it would, really change the price of shipping. Because once you get the stuff in there, you still got to have a little bit of cushion to add some side packing and some peanuts in there and stuff. But you don't want it so super huge that it's going to change the cost of shipping to, not make it worth it. So that for me is the worst part. I just find it a pain in the butt to find the perfect size box. but I like doing it. It's fun. My favorite part about doing this is when I find something really cool at a thrift store or garage sale, whatever it is actually like looking up, like when you're comping the item, is looking up the item and finding the history behind it, and finding out all those things like that. I recently had an Avon piece, and it was actually Wheaton glass that used to make it for Avon, so I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, hi, Thomas. Welcome in. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and Sue. Do you get to see the grandbabies today? Did they come over to your place, or did you guys go? I'm going to guess that they probably came over to see you guys. How's Sue feeling today? You saw one. I'm not on Instagram. I was going to get it. My son keeps telling me not to. He says it's really bad. And I said, I think you're thinking of X, which used to be Twitter. But he's like, no, Instagram is bad. But I don't know. I feel like that's just another opportunity for like marketing. Kind of spread the word. Okay, so that's really neat. Someone put a metal into the shell so it could be I just cut the string because I thought it was just string. But that's cute. You could put a little something on that and make that into a necklace or a zipper. What do you call that when you attach a thing to zippers so they're easier to pull? I forget what they're called, but that's cute. Oh gosh. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, she's in my prayer list. I keep her in my prayers. So, I don't know how helpful it is, but I'll keep at it. A toggle? Okay, a toggle. Yeah. Oh, here's the one that has the beads that look like, don't these look like seeds? Look at these ones. Don't they look like seeds? I would want to plant these in the ground if I saw them, not put them on a necklace. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Why would you put... So here's... This one is wire, and then this is string. Why would you do a nice wire like that with a cheapy little string that could, Oh, here's more of that other necklace. Well, here's some of that necklace from earlier. Found the rest of it, I guess. Oops, hold on. This one I already took out. It's 9:30. Well, 9:23 already. That went quick. Time flies when you're having fun and chatting with friends and relaxing. Oh, that's true. Yeah, maybe. Never thought of that. Yeah, this bit's going to be a lot. Oop, oop. This here goes that way. There we go. Okay. See, I'm making my way here. Okay. Oh boy. Oop. Ah, there we go. Got this one free. But it looks like, yeah, this one's missing the end there. So it'll need another clasp here, but that's kind of fun. We'll put that in the Randy pile. Let's see here. This one's kind of an interesting chain. That's different. I've been kind of thinking about maybe, so a few things I want to accomplish. Are you getting the snow on Friday? Let me see. Friday is, that's today. No, it's just going to be like windy. And we're going to have 40. We're supposed to have snow maybe Monday? No, that's rain. We don't have any snow upcoming. Yeah, it's going to be 40 today. Oh no, today is the 25th. Okay. It was 40 today. Tomorrow is going to be, oh, it looks like we might get some snow starting at like 10 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, it's only going to be 22 degrees tomorrow. I say inside when it gets that cold. Are you getting a lot of snow? Oh, you have snow on Friday. Does it say how many inches you're going to get? I like one good, blizzard or storm per year, and then I'm good for the rest of the year, for the rest of the winter season. I just need one good one, and then I'm done. 5 days. That's not too bad. Now the question is, do you have to go out and shovel it or snow blow it yourself, or do you have like plow guys that come? Thankfully, we have plow. Well, the plow guys come if there's 2 or more inches, they'll come out. Otherwise, my landlord has a snowblower. Okay, that's a really cute one. And I know it's hard to see from the light, but these are like a purplish gray. They're definitely gray, but they have like a purple tint to them. And then that's the back. But then there's the front there. That looks like it's got a little green in it. And then you've got the bottom little pearl there. That's kind of a cute one. I do like the chain though. That's very different. Snowblower, yeah. Okay, that looks good. This one, look at this. The wire's all shredded. Oh wait, is that? Yeah. Okay. I think you can't. It does not showing too well on here, but my fingertips are very dirty. Jewelry needs a good cleaning. Oh, this was the one that was, yeah. Okay. I'll throw that. No, I'm not like a jewelry maker or anything. I just like to untangle jewelry. But the wire was already shredded, so, I mean, it couldn't be saved. That's why we're making the Randy pile. For all the damaged stuff, we're going to send to Randy. Give her something fun to do. It would be very selfish of me to keep all this funness to myself. Oh, so I was saying, sorry. To soak my jewelry when it comes in the door. I can't stand slime. Okay, so what do you soak it in? Because I'm afraid to do, like, I don't want to damage it, especially if it's like costume jewelry. Because obviously, if it's not, like real gold or silver, I don't want it to like turn green. So, what would you recommend for cleaning jewelry? I don't care, Dawn or laundry detergent. Okay. That's cute. Let's see if I can't. A little, it's missing a couple little tiny rhinestones, but I think those could be replaced. A little super glue. Let's see here. So yeah, so one thing I want, a couple of goals that I have for myself, or like my, I guess, business wise for next year is I want to get a logo. And so Lou has a friend, he's an artist, and so we were going to ask him, but I'm like, I don't even know what I want. So, and it's not like he's like a graphic designer in the sense that like he does it for businesses all the time. He helps them with that kind of stuff. So yeah, like if I know what I want, he could, draw up for me, but I don't even know what I want. I think about things, but I'm like, no, that's stupid. So then I don't do them. Oops. Oh. And another thing I've been thinking about too is getting a booth, but like at an antique place. There is an antique place here in my town, but I don't know how busy they are, because whenever I go there, I never see any other customers there. Like, I don't think they're that super busy, and I would want it to be busy so that I have customers, right? That would be the point. And but I also don't want it to be so far away that I can't get to it often enough to change things around and check on my inventory and things like that. So that's the other part that I'm kind of working through and trying to figure out. Okay. But yeah. And then, all right, so it took me just a smidge over a year to get 200 followers. So it would be cool if I could get to 500 by the end of 2026. But I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say that once they get to like one goal and they have their next one, that it seems harder. But maybe it just seems harder because you set the goal for yourself. My thing was, it would be so cool if I had 200 subscribers by the end of the year. Didn't know if it really happened, but I was like, that'd be really cool if it did. And it did. I think I'm at like 204 now or something like that, which is amazing, and I'm so thankful. But yeah. And I definitely want to find some new places for sourcing, because I have one place that's like my absolute favorite. But I can't always get there. Oof. Right, this is... So this is all free, except right here. Okay. Don't forget his sweater and hat. So. And my other thing too is I wanted to start having guest sellers on my Sunday show. I said I didn't need, every Sunday. I kind of was saying to myself, I like at least, 2 a month. But right now, my January, I have someone for 3 of the 4 weeks, and I have an email out to one person, and then my thing is I get a little anxiety. I have anxiety, but I get a little anxiety asking, because I'm like, oh, what if they're like, no? But I just have to tell myself, no one's gonna die if they say no. It just, life goes on. And I did have one person say no, and it was only because for them, weekends are family time, so they don't do sales on weekends. But I know that they're going to be doing more on their channel. So, she had said she definitely, she'd love to work with me, but she just can't do the weekends. So, yeah, so I've got to say, well, hey, listen, if you do a sale like a weeknight, I could totally join you. So, so that'll be fun. It's fun doing the sale. Like, when you do the sale by yourself, you're basically, you're on your own, so it's not so bad. But when you have someone else there, there's also someone else to chat with along with the chat, right? Because you get a response back right away. And the other thing too is, like, so I'll do my 3, and then when the other seller's doing their 3, that gives you a chance to move your things around. Because when I do my sales, if I go real quick, because I don't know why I feel bad, like, oh, I'm keeping people here. Like, I have to go quicker, they're gonna get bored, and I probably shouldn't think like that, but that's for some reason how I think. So that's why I tend to go really quickly. And so I think having the other seller also, slows me down and calms me down a bit, and Yeah, plus it's fun to get to work with other people. So, let's see. But, and that's, welcome to the mind of Al. This is really, really tangled right here. This is I don't know how this is getting untangled kind of tangle. This one's going to be a stinker for sure. Okay, hold on. Did I just... Where did that chain go? Is that it? Oh, I think this is it right here. Yes. Here we go. No. This is like a nylon cord, and it just says best friends. The other one isn't in here. I might just cut this too to make that easy. I probably damaged my scissors cutting that wire like that. Whoop. Ooh. Okay. Now, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, do I want to have some shelves just like full of random stuff? And then what do I want? And the other thing I wanted was I kind of wanted to like incorporate having a schnauz, just because Merc is, I always talk about him, and he usually shows up when I do my lives. And when I'm on Whatnot, usually my picture on Whatnot is Merc, because you have to have like a picture for your thumbnail. That's it, your thumbnail. And I can't figure out the size thumbnail on Canva to make. I've made a couple on Canva, but they just weren't the right size, and I can't figure it out. And even when you ask in the help, the little chat bubble that comes up, and I'm like, okay, what size? How to make a thumbnail for Whatnot? And it's like, oh, you do this, and I follow the instructions exactly, and it doesn't come out. But so I usually just use this picture of Merc, and he's laying on his bed, and he has this squeaky, a toy, and it looks like a stack of money. I was like, that's perfect, right? For shopping. And so I've been wanting to incorporate that, but then I was like, well, someone might think, though, just from the logo, that I sell pet stuff or dog stuff. But then I think of Angie from Angie's Oddity, and she has a cat for hers. And, when people see that, do they think? I didn't, because it said oddities. It had that word oddities. So to me, that meant the different stuff, but oh, this doesn't have, oh, that's, hold on. Oh, hold on. I think I'm about to get this one untangled. Oh, no, never mind. I'm not. I have to get this one untangled first. So, but yeah, that was one of my initial thought, was having like a shelf full of just random things. But my fear is that people see that, like if I have a shelf that has like whatever's on the shelves, people are going to think that that's the only thing that I sell. And so maybe I just think too much into it. So then I was like, well, if I just do some kind of random generic, like Jenny's, hers is a kiss. I don't think people think she sells kisses. So, but yeah, I think I just think too much into it. And I should probably stop, and someday it'll come to me. But as long as it comes to me before December 31st, 2026, I'm good. Okay. Wow, this is okay. So in order to get this one free, I have to figure out this tangle here. Let's see if I can't. All right, let me unhook this. That might help. Or not. Oh, because there's like another necklace in here. Okay. All right, what did we get? 947. Oops. Lou won't even take a family. I wanted to do a family picture, and he won't do one with me. He doesn't like having his picture taken. So I don't think, and he's the behind the scenes guy. He doesn't want to be on camera. So I don't know that he would like that. But yes. I know I tried to guilt him a little and go, but for your mother, your one and only mother, do a picture. And he's like, nope. But he also knows that I'm being silly when I do that. You shouldn't guilt your children. Oh. Got it free. Okay, now let's try to figure this out, because this is another multi-layer one, it looks like. Here. Oops. Ugh, this one's tangled up on itself. Hi, Shanika. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, I'm not making anything. This was all tangled together. And so I'm untangling it. This is, some people have weird hobbies, and this is one of mine. I like doing it. But, oof. Oh, you're so welcome. What did you think of that brooch? Wasn't that brooch so, I loved it. It was so different. The one that, it looked like, how to explain it? Like stained glass, I think is what it's called. That one was super cool. And I'm glad you got that, because I'm like, she's either going to wear it and she's going to rock it, or she's going to incorporate it into the jewelry art, and it's going to look awesome. So I'm really glad that you got the jewelry jar. And then there were like some fun different pieces, and oh, okay. This. All right, so one thing I don't like about layer necklaces is when they get all tangled within themselves, because that's what I'm dealing with here. I feel like there's no fixing this. Unless you unclip them all, unless you undo them all from the ring and then untangle it and then do them back up again. Should we add this one to the Randy pile? So I have a little pile that every time I find like a jewelry that needs a little repair, I'm like, oh, we'll just put that in the Randy pile. And I'm not really going to do it, but I'm like, we'll send it to Randy and be like, surprise, here's some work for you to do. I wouldn't really do that though. That'd be mean. Unless she really loves doing it. Then it would be mean not to. Yeah, see, this is really a kerfuffle. Oh, that bracelet was so beautiful. It just, it like, when I put it on, it just touched. So if I clipped it, it would have been like just snug enough. So I said, no, I better not risk it. But I should see if she can make me one that's like a little bit longer than normal. Yeah, she does such beautiful work. My eyes would hurt so bad if I had to do like all those earrings and pendants that she makes. She does beautiful job. All right, I'm going to put this one over here. Ugh, okay. So let's see here. Did you have a good Christmas, Shanika? Did you go somewhere, or did you host people at your home? Let's see here. Well, that could maybe be put back on. I don't know. Let's see if we can find the rest of the necklace here. This untangle may be a two-parter. Oh, how nice. Well, I'm sorry you had to work today, but That's good. You got to go to the Christmas party after. Oh, that's a pretty blue. That blue right there. Oof. No, I haven't. I had seen, you know what I'd seen a lot of that became popular around my area was people doing the button art, but I hadn't seen the jewelry art. I have seen one where people will take, like, say all their brooches and they'll put it on like a, I'm gonna, this isn't the right word, but I'm gonna say like a bulletin board, but the bulletin board is like covered in, say, burlap, and then they put it in a shape, like say like the shape of a tree or the shape of a wreath, because this way, and then they hang it up, and then it's like art in their house, but they can still take the brooch off and wear it if they want to. That's kind of neat. That's a neat way to, display um your brooches, but also still be able to wear them. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on. All right. This is like, ooh, okay. This one is a super lot of chains on one. But this is all tangled in there. So how did you get into the jewelry art making? Was it something that you saw and was like, oh, I could do that, and then you went out and find stuff, or you just had the extra stuff and said, what can I do with this? And then you Googled or YouTubed. Oops. Don't. Okay. So we'll get this out of there. And then this. And it's free. Oh, but this is really tangled here. So, here's another one that's like all those layers, but they're all like twisted. I mean, how do you fix that? It's really pretty though. Let's set that one there. My fingers are a little, it does not look as dark as it actually is, or as they actually are. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's how dirty the jewelry is. And I still can't get this one out, which I really like this pendant. That's pretty. problem is this is a layer one too, and a lot of the layers are entangled in different parts here. Oop, that actually came out. And I do have a lot of loose beads because somebody was just so tangled that you couldn't get it out. So I ended up having, and this was on, these are like kind of plastic beads, and I didn't think they were worth, saving. So, but someone could reuse the beads. So, like, here's some that came off. Kind of a little hammered look there. Let's see. And this one definitely broke off of something, but that's still intact. So I think you could just loop the clip back on it and it could still be usable, I think. But we'll have to see once I get it all untangled. Oof. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's a fun one. Where it's like kind of that little circle there that's reflective, that's actually clear. So you can see through that. And then the rest of it, it's like sandpaper. Oh, okay. Found it. Yeah. I know what time. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Okay. Well, I think I'm probably going to be off here for the night. I've been going at this almost 2.5 hours. It was a good effort. It got a lot done, that down. But thank you everyone for coming in and hanging out. And I'm, glad I could give you a place to hang out if you need a place to hang out. And I will be on my regular Sunday at 2 p.m. And that's a sale. And then on Tuesday at 3:15 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on Cajun Johnny's rapid fire round. So my time slot is like 3:15 to 3:45. But there's multiple sellers on that throughout the day. But then later in the evening at 7 p.m., I'll be on with Angela Isaac Vintage and More. And that's just a regular sale. So it'll be Angela and Uni and John the reseller will be there. I haven't sold with John before, so that'll be fun. And then I won't have a Thursday sale next week because that's that is Trisha's members sale on that Thursday. So that's a Thursday I won't be doing it. But then I'll be back after that and for my Sundays as well. And yep, and I do have sellers booked for most of January. Right now, the only one I don't have someone booked for is the 1st January. This is the first Sunday, but that could change. You never know. So that'll be fun. And thanks again for coming in. I appreciate it. And, having a good chat. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Christmas. And we'll see you Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern. All right, have a great night, everyone. We'll get this turned off.